In this video, everything about the health of the pancreas, why it affects life expectancy, how to prevent its wear and tear, and which foods can help preserve it after the age of 50. The first product is broccoli. It helps form a protective layer that shields the epithelial tissues of the pancreas from the effects of aggressive substances. Apigenin also has a beneficial effect on this organ. Broccoli has anti-inflammatory properties. Interestingly, in recent years, scientists have paid attention to the anti-cancer properties of broccoli in oncology. In addition, broccoli contains many vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that are beneficial not only for the pancreas, but for the entire body. It is recommended to consume about 500 grams of broccoli per week. Pumpkin. The second product is pumpkin. This brightly colored, cheerful vegetable has a tender and soft texture. Pumpkin protects the cells of the pancreas from the effects of harmful substances, thereby preventing their death. Moreover, it normalizes the condition of the pancreatic ducts through which its juice flows. Another important property of pumpkin is that it reduces the likelihood of sharp blood sugar fluctuations. Pumpkin improves the condition not only of the pancreas, but of the whole body. For example, it improves sleep and normalizes vision just as well as carrots and other orange-colored foods because pumpkin is very rich in carotenoids. This makes the vegetable beneficial for the skin, heart, blood vessels, and the entire gastrointestinal tract. Pumpkin is rich in vitamins, fiber, and pectin. How much pumpkin can be eaten for maximum effect? No more than 150 grams per day and no more than 1 kilogram per week. Walnut. The third product necessary for the pancreas is walnuts. Nuts in general are healthy, but walnuts lead this group of foods. Walnuts have a valuable property. They reduce inflammation in the tissues of the pancreas, accelerate the healing of damage, and protect the pancreas from the harmful effects of free radicals. They also positively affect carbohydrate metabolism, meaning they help control blood sugar levels. Walnuts are rich in tocopherol, zinc, cobalt, and vitamins. They reduce the level of bad cholesterol, bringing the lipid profile back to normal. In addition, walnuts have a beneficial effect on vascular health, increase hemoglobin levels, and improve sleep and mood. Nuts are very high in calories, and to achieve a positive effect, only a small amount is actually needed. 20 to 30 grams 3 times a week is enough. It is not recommended to eat more because excessive amounts of nuts are quite heavy and high in calories, which can cause a feeling of heaviness in the stomach and also lead to weight gain. Zucchini. The fourth product is zucchini. The role of this unpretentious vegetable is that it reduces the load on the pancreatic tissues and also improves the elimination of toxins and waste through the intestines. An important point is that the vegetable does not provoke sharp spikes in blood sugar levels, which are extremely harmful to the pancreas. Zucchini contains many vitamins, ascorbic acid, minerals, zinc, and cobalt. Zucchini promotes the coordinated work of the entire gastrointestinal tract as a whole. As for the quantity, it is recommended to consume several servings of zucchini per week. The main thing is to know your limit and not exceed 500 grams per day. Yogurt. The fifth product. Now let's turn our attention to a healing product like yogurt. Of course, we're talking about real, live, natural yogurt. It must be a product without preservatives and added sugar. Such yogurt has a short shelf life and is hard to find on supermarket shelves. That's why it's better to make live yogurt yourself. It's really not difficult. This product is very beneficial as it speeds up the digestion and absorption of proteins and other nutrients, promotes balanced enzyme production, and this, in turn, reduces the load on the pancreas. Live yogurt contains a significant amount of probiotics, which are truly invaluable for the entire gastrointestinal tract. Probiotics improve and support the health of beneficial intestinal microflora. Their role is to ensure strong immunity and proper metabolism in the body, which positively affects quality of life, even aspects like sleep and mood. After the age of 50, it's especially important to pay attention to calcium intake. Fermented dairy products are the best source of it. How much yogurt can and should be consumed? The recommended dose is about 200 grams per day. Blueberries. The sixth product the pancreas literally falls in love with is blueberries. This berry has a unique property. It supports the synthesis of a substance called glucagon, thereby reducing excessive strain on the pancreas. Blueberries also reduce the likelihood of stone formation in the pancreatic ducts. In addition, They improve the lipid profile of the blood, reduce the risk of atherosclerosis, clogged arteries with cholesterol plaques, have a positive effect on blood pressure, strengthen immune defenses, and improve the functioning of the nervous system. Blueberries are a treasure trove of ascorbic acid, vitamins, antioxidants, and flavonoids. It's enough to eat 100 grams of blueberries per day. For people with diabetes, blueberries are an irreplaceable berry. Tea made from this plant, as well as fresh berries, lowers blood sugar levels, cleanses the liver, improves bile flow, and stimulates the work of the pancreas. Lentils. The seventh and, finally, extraordinarily healthy product that completes our list is lentils. This member of the legume family will undoubtedly please the pancreas. The product is an invaluable source of plant-based proteins, which is unique for the human body, and a true treasure of soluble fiber, which is well absorbed and stimulates digestion. Lentils lead among legumes in iron and potassium content and are rich in vitamins, including folic acid and essential amino acids. It is known that lentils normalize blood sugar levels, which is why they are recommended for diabetics. Lentils also cleanse blood vessels from cholesterol. If this product is consumed regularly, 3 times a week, you can forget forever about such unpleasant problems as constipation, bloating, dysbiosis, and irritable bowel syndrome. The optimal amount for an adult is about 200 grams of lentils per day. Unfortunately, this product remains underrated. It is consumed much less often than it deserves. Anyone can face pancreatic problems. However, trouble can be avoided if you build your diet around what the pancreas likes, because after 50 years old, this becomes critically important. And now, a very important part of our video, foods to avoid. What foods should not be eaten if you have pancreatic problems? When you have issues with the pancreas, it's important to avoid foods that can worsen inflammation, place additional stress on the digestive system, or trigger pain. Here is a list of foods that should be excluded or limited. Alcoholic beverages. Alcohol is one of the main causes of pancreatic inflammation and can lead to pancreatitis. Fatty foods. Fatty meats, cheeses, butter, and other products high in saturated fats can worsen the condition of the pancreas. Fried foods. Fried dishes are difficult to digest and can cause pain and discomfort. Spicy foods. Spicy seasonings and sauces can irritate the pancreas. Fast carbohydrates. White bread, sweets, carbonated drinks, and other foods high in sugar and refined carbs cause blood sugar spikes and put extra strain on the pancreas. Coffee and other caffeinated drinks. Caffeine can stimulate the production of gastric juice and intensify pain. Canned and processed foods. These products often contain a lot of salt, sugar, and preservatives, which negatively affect digestion. Legumes. Beans, peas, and other legumes can cause bloating and gas, which are undesirable with pancreatic issues. Cabbage and some other cruciferous vegetables. Despite their benefits, they can provoke gas and discomfort in cases of pancreatic disorders. Strong tea and chocolate. Like coffee, these products contain substances that can intensify symptoms of pancreatic inflammation. It is important to follow your doctor's recommendations and possibly develop an individual meal plan with a dietitian to preserve the health of the pancreas and the entire digestive system. More information on this topic can be found via the links in the description below this video and on our channel.